Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, Sam J. This session is specifically about 7 key questions you need to ask yourself before you dive into 35 millimeter photography and actually buying a camera. So I'm going to cover those. It doesn't matter if they're new or experienced photographer. I think these 7 key questions will affect us all. Again, I learned through trial and error, so I want to save you some time and go through these 7 specific things here. I mean, and join us, and then put your comments there. If you have more than 7, maybe we can add 2 or 3. So your participation and feedback is very essential to us. So see you in a minute. Folks, welcome back. So we're going to try to cover these 7 key questions in 7 minutes. So I'll do my best here. So the first one, I mean, even I'm overwhelmed when I'm looking online, and you can see behind me I bought a bunch of cameras, and it's like, do camera brands differ? I mean, let's say I'm new or I'm a photographer and I'm jumping into 35 millimeter. So you look at the Nikon and Canon and Ricoh and Yashica, and I mean, it's overwhelming. It's like, which one should I buy? Which one is more reliable? Again, I'm spoken from experience. If you have any comments, put them in the comments here down below, and let's have a dialogue. But here's the bottom line: they're all the same. Okay, I know we're gonna get some nasty comments there, but specifically for what you see behind me, again, from experience, from what I experienced so far, buying over, I got over 50, bought in less than a year. Ended up with about 20. I sold about 30. But they're all the same. So when we say, what do we mean by they're all the same? It's a black box. These cameras, I don't care which brand you got, it doesn't really matter. Ricoh and Pentax, so I think they're almost the same. Because again, it's the black box. What matters, 2 things: the film and the lens. So don't get hung up on the brand and pay money just, hey, I want Pentax K1000, because frankly, there's those Canon AE1 and Pentax K1000. I don't understand why, but you go search online, these are in the top tier, and there's a bunch of other cameras, almost half the price and even better. Okay, question number 2. When you look at these and you're buying one of these, doesn't matter which brand, and you look at the pictures, you need to look at the pictures. You look in the back, make sure there is a picture of the camera that's open, and you're gonna see a cloth shutter or a metal shutter. Try to stick with the metal shutter, not the cloth. The cloth, they get old, they get brittle. Again, these cameras over 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, even 60 years. You wanna stick with the metal shutter. This curtain in the back here. Here's another one I have. It's cloth. I mean, cloth, nothing wrong with that. This is a Mamiya Secord. It has cloth. If you can find one with a metal shutter, stick with metal shutter. So that's number 2. Okay, number 3. This is controversial here. Do you need a light meter? Again, I'm going to save you some time. The answer is no. Some of these cameras, the cells that measure the light meter, again, they're over 30 years, it's not accurate. So if you buy one and it says light meter is working, that's fine. But the light meter in it doesn't need to be working. I don't want to say it's useless, but it's not going to be accurate. Okay? Again, I tested more than 20 cameras, and I took some pictures, and I utilized the light meter inside, and they were not 100% accurate. But if it's working, that's fine. If subscribe to the channel, I have one whole show just on using an external light meter, a very small one. And even you can use your phone. If you have a phone, there's some light meter apps where you can just measure the light and then set your aperture and speed, the shutter speed and the aperture on the lens, and go. Number 4, does it matter the lens on the camera, what kind of lens I need? Again, this is controversial maybe. Frankly, no, it doesn't matter. Pick a 35 or 50 millimeter lens, and almost all the lenses in that era, the 70s and 80s and 90s, even the 60s, all the lenses are good. Plus, you're using a 35 millimeter film. It's not going to be like mirrorless. You want like super accurate and super sharp and all this. You want the grain. So don't waste your money on, I want to buy in, $300 lens. It doesn't matter. Whatever camera you're buying, the lens that came with it will do fine. Now, question number 5, which is the most important one here in these 7 questions, is what about wear and tear? Again, these are, like we said, 30, 40, 50, 60 years old. So some outside wear, it's fine. Actually, you want some, you want vintage, you want it. I sell cameras too, and some people, they want it like mint condition. I don't want the mint condition. If you can find one, that's fine. Inside, you need to open it again and look from the inside. If it had a cloth, make sure the cloth shutter is good, or the metal, and then try it, crank it and try it. And so, wear and tear, it doesn't matter on these actually. So, that's number 5. Again, we're fast forward here. Number 6, what about budgeting? How much money should I allow for this? You get what you pay for in anything in life, period. If you buy any one of these cameras less than $100 or 100 euros, depending which country you're in, pesos, etc., you're going to get trash. You might get lucky. Again, I got lucky on a few cameras, but again, from experience, you will get trash. 125 to 150. I'll have a show just on buying cameras. So subscribe to the channel, and this might help you. 125 to 150, you get a decent one. Again, the brand doesn't matter. Okay, last one. I hope I did it in 7 minutes. Last one is, okay, where do I go find these things? First of all, wherever you live in, search for photography groups. Communicate with others, with other groups. You get Eventbrite, you get meetups, and that's the best option, is to buy it through somebody that because then you can actually see them and hold the camera and look at it. But again, you can go to eBay or even Amazon and other places and buy one. Again, like we said, 100 to 150. But make sure when you buy it, it has a return policy, and buy it online with a return policy. You don't want to be stuck with a piece of junk. So I hope these 7 questions, I did a quickie here, and it helps everybody. And if you have some additional ones or you experience something different, put them in the comments. Subscribe, follow this channel, support this community, and hope to see you next time. Cheers.